story of cerebral palsy of Westchester begins with my mother. One morning, she was reading the local paper, I think it was a daily item, in the kitchen, and she came upon an ad asking for a volunteer driver to drive a little girl with cerebral palsy to St. Agnes Hospital. She answered that ad. She just saw this ad and it must have touched something in her, and she wanted to respond to it, and she became attached to this wonderful little girl. You see the center is named for my dad. When they built the first wing in 1983, they named it for my mother, who again was a major force.
People have the impression that the only people that we actually provide services to are people with cerebral palsy. Well, that's really truly not the case. It doesn't matter what that disability is, whether it's a cognitive disability or a physical disability or a limitation. It could be someone that has a traumatic brain injury, someone with autism. So we really do provide a number of different services to those folks to ensure that their life is enhanced. And we do that through what we call an interdisciplinary team process, along with a person-centered focus.
With cerebral palsy, you never know what parts of the brains are affected and which ones are not. When I design our curriculum for the year, I look at what's going to be required by New York State regulations. I really try and push for any independent skills, anything they can do on their own. Finally find something that's a little bit motivating or stimulating for them, and then you see all kinds of growth, because then there's something there that they want to work for.
In our adult program, we have a variety of different tasks that people can do or people can work on. We have our day habilitation program, we have a day treatment program, we provide services for the traumatically brain injured. We have a vocational program that works with folks on pre-vocational skills and supportive employment types of opportunities. Interesting things about our Lecotech program is that we're actually able to adapt toys. We're able to look at a child's needs and decide, how do we make this dog bark without clapping our hands? The person that we're providing that service to is really in the center. It's all about what they want. It's about their goals and their desires, where the family members and the people that are important to them actually come forth. Find that we get a lot of people who come, not just our staff alone, but people from the community that know that we're here and that really appreciate the things that our folks are doing.
Hey, what's wrong if your feet stop hopping? How long until this boat starts rocking? What's wrong for you to beat start dropping? How long until the earth starts shaking? What's wrong for your hips start quaking? How long until your heart stops breaking? This is the way I feel.
Our main focus has been on special education. Those who have some special needs are educated side by side with children who come to us just for a nursery type of school program.
Had twins, Casey and Jasmine. Casey, a typical child. Jasmine, I later found out, had cerebral palsy. She was a spastic quadriplegic with cerebral palsy. As the twins were developing, Casey started developing like a typical baby, 6 months sitting up, 9 months walking, and Jasmine, of course, things were different. Doctors kept saying, don't compare them, they're twins, don't compare.
The people who evaluate are the child's teacher, speech therapist, sometimes the psychologist if a child receives counseling, and certainly for initial evaluations, myself as the social worker, I do a social history.
By the next day, she was at my house. She did a complete service intake on Jasmine, getting to know her, what her needs were, set appointments for her, and that's how I came to be a part of Cerebral Palsy of Westchester.
We see friendships grow between the children. We see the children being attentive to each other, being sensitive to each other's needs.
They're just like any other child. You want to see them in a certain manner. You want to see them clean and just ready to hug and kiss and squeeze. They would always call if she had pet therapy. Kids are going to be kids, sick kids, healthy kids, disabled kids, typical kids, but we're not alone. A CPW parent is never alone.
I think for all of our folks, the biggest thing for them is that they can go out and they can actually live in their community and be productive citizens, and that they're independent.
Our summer camp was started in 1962 in memory of Jimmy Vejar. Jimmy was the son of middleweight boxing contender Chico Vejar and his wife Carol. As devoted parents, they truly wanted the best for their son, and CP of Westchester could offer that. Chico has devoted his energies to making this camp the greatest place for kids with and without disabilities. Our summer camp serves children ages 5 to 21, the most diverse, integrated program in Westchester. I think the best thing about our camp is that children make new friends, and it doesn't matter to them whether someone has a disability or not.
The Pioneer is a wonderful, one of the most inspirational groups I've ever been affiliated with. They're a group of severely disabled adults who live life with a tremendous courage. They're basically a social club, and there isn't anything they don't do. They take trips, they bowl, they do all kinds of things and really enter the mainstream, and nothing stops them. And regardless of the severity of their disability, they are always smiling, they are always positive, and if you hang around them at the Pioneer dinner, you can't help but walk away, and it lifts your life, just being around them. They're inspirational.
All of the dollars that we raise are actually earmarked for a particular program.
Yes, with one major difference. Our bottom line is not money, it's quality of service that we deliver. So you have to utilize the principles of a well-run company or corporation in order to remain fiscally viable so you can provide the service.
They come here every day excited. They want to come here. They want to see their friends. They want to participate in the programs that are happening here.
And being affiliated and associated with these magnificent consumers that we serve, with this wonderful staff and this selfless and dedicated board of directors, it's a humbling experience for me and very, very rewarding.
I am Joshua Kelman. I'm the safety supervisor here at Cerebral Palsy of Westchester. The people that I work with are mostly our classroom teachers, our behavior specialists, and our transportation coordinator. I am one of the individuals responsible for making sure that our consumers, our facilities, and our busing and transportation procedures go off safely on a daily basis without glitches, accidents, or injuries. For the things that I cannot do on my own, where I'll require assistance, I do have people that come in to assist me with those minor humdrum day-to-day details.
What's next? What are the next steps? What are the next programs that we can develop, that we can design, that can meet the needs of someone?